here's a couple of guys that won a world championship together 5 years ago. This is Oregon and Wyoming coming together. Turtle Powell and Jhett Johnson. Another couple of Cowboys that ride very, very nice horses. As Jhett tries to get a good start, and look at this. Jhett just tosses it out there, and Turtle's gonna have a big smile on his face just because that worked out. Holy cow, look at the smile on Turtle's face as he says, we just got by one there, Jhett.
Yeah, I think if you watch Jhett right here, he rides a little bit high. Almost missed the inside horn there, but he's a little bit high. That horse stops great. Oh, almost dallied over the top of it. You see that rope on over the top of that horse's head. A little bit of trouble maybe getting that dally, but didn't show. That's why they're pros.
Absolutely. 4.32 puts him in second place. Taking a big gamble, and it pays off in the top two. Turtle Powell and Jhett Johnson. Texas and Wyoming coming together. They have to travel quite a bit just to be able to practice for these types of events. And the pressure that was applied earlier, it takes these teams and shows them, hey, you're going to have to be fast if you want our points.
Yeah, what you're going to see now is some guys taking some chances. These teams are going to do things that they probably wouldn't do before. You see, that's a great head shot, but the heel shot right here, Jhett runs in there. He takes his first shot that he sees. Unfortunately, didn't work out. That's something that, again, if he swings over his back 2 or 3 times, he's going to catch every time.
Tough competition so far on stop number 3, Nampa, Idaho. This team joined together in 2011 to claim a world championship. Turtle Powell and Jhett Johnson with a long reach from Turtle. Jhett finds a spot, 4.34 by only 5/100ths of a second. They climb to the number 2 spot.
I just love to watch these two guys rope. You can see right there, head catch goes on so smooth. Jhett comes in, textbook heel shot, ropes come tight. 2 veterans of the sport right there showing everybody exactly how this sport is supposed to be done.
It's nice how patient Jhett is to let that steer kind of clean up and just ease his rope in there. It's almost like a good putt on the 18th green. You want to make sure you make that shot count. Turtle Powell and Jhett Johnson hoping to try and meet that mark. Oh, I don't know if we got out at the barrier line, though. That was a pretty quick start.
Well, that's a good eye partner there. I think you're going to be right. Turtle Powell may have left just a little bit too early, but another part of that run was they got one right there because Jhett Johnson actually missed his dallies and they got a time. But you'll see right here, I think you're right. Yep, there it is. That barrier broke there, dropped on the ground. You see Jhett comes in, ropes this steer great, but misses his dallies. That's... well, you win some, but you also lose some.
Oh, heartbreaking disappointment as a 4.22 tacks on a penalty of 5 and becomes 9.22 with the barrier penalty. It's still early in the ERA Premier Tour, but it's worth noting that this is the number 2 team in the standings. Turtle Powell and Jhett Johnson. A long rope out there for Turtle, and I almost wonder if he missed his dally a little bit and got him strung out in that run.
I think that's exactly the case right there. Turtle had one set up really good, but missed his dallies, and it allowed that steer to run further down the arena. You see right here, he tries to dally, but misses him. See him, the steer runs further down the arena. Jhett gets out of position and is forced to take a shot. He doesn't really want to. You see he's out of position there, a little bit out of time, and misses that inside leg. That's how one mistake can cause another.
10:27 with the 5-second penalty for only one hind leg. Puts Powell and Johnson 4th after 4. Turtle Powell and Jhett Johnson, the number 2 team in our ERA Premier Tour standings. This team has no fear when it comes to try to go at this go-round, but when the head loop does not fall on for Turtle, a no time on stop 6. So Turtle Powell and Jhett Johnson. Hopefully they can bring some fun into the room. They won a world championship together about 5 years ago. A quick start at the barrier line. Jhett reaches out and is able to grab 2 feet. But something I want to point out here is that rope runs for Jhett Johnson He was trying to get his dally. Explain exactly what that means for the heeler.
Well, that's the last thing that has to happen during the run. We've got some fresh steers here today. They're going to run on a little bit more. We're going to see some fast times, but you see, ropes him great. Some separation there. Goes to get his dallies, you see, but struggling. That's the second time we've seen Jhett do that on the ERA Tour this season. Oh, and also a barrier we're going to see there as well. Not quite the start we were looking for, but
a 5-second penalty added to give them a total time of 9:70. Turtle Powell and Jhett Johnson. This team found magic in 2011 when they won a world championship together. Turtle usually the calculated member of the team that makes his shot fit, and Jhett Johnson takes a risk. Look at this, 3/100ths of a second, we've done it again. 3.94, Texas and Wyoming come together to take the lead.
again, it doesn't matter what you've done before tonight, it matters right now. You see, there's a funky start with this steer out of here. Jumps got him, but great way of reading that barrier right there from Turtle Power. Jhett Johnson, no problems with his dallies tonight. Stretches him tight, that's the leaders.
I love it. Turtle, again, takes just a great shot, and Jhett gambles, and that gamble pays off. With only one team remaining, Powell and Johnson sit in the #1 spot. It is Turtle Powell and Jhett Johnson, 3.94, and the winners are standing by with Paige.
That's right, guys. You've only had 2 top 5s this whole season. Your smile could not be any bigger. What was your game plan?
Well, you know, you come in here trying to go fast, and these guys made us go fast tonight. I said it was the toughest team open I've seen at one of these deals, and it don't get any better when you beat them, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, tell me about the gamble you took. You know, he's saying iron sharpens iron. You knew you had to be fast, so were you just going for it?
Yeah, and I throw fast every time, really, but the guys all were on tonight. Everybody showed up with their A game, and so, like, we had a pretty good steer and knew it, and, man, we maxed him out.
Well, you guys, these are the biggest smiles I've seen all night. Stay tuned when we come back. It's time for the saddle bronc riding.